This is Reuters. I'm Credit Agricole in Bahrain at the 2010 Islamic Banking and Finance Summit. Joining us today is Simon Edel, Head of Islamic Banking at Credit Agricole Corporate Investment Banking. Thank you very much for joining us, Simon.
My pleasure.
I would like to start by asking you, how do you see the capital markets in the Gulf region at the moment, and what has been the impact of the debt issues we had in Dubai on the markets?
Well, clearly there's a big impact. We've seen a lot of issuance and very strong debt capital markets elsewhere in the world, but I think that a combination of the Saad Al Ghassabi defaults last year and uncertainty about the situation in Dubai has made the market very difficult. And so unless we see governments start to take the lead to issue, I think it's very difficult for lowly rated customers to bring a deal to the market right now. And obviously it's got even more difficult in the last couple of weeks with the problems in Europe and Greece in particular.
Another issue in the industry in particular is a lack of product and some financial instruments, in particular in liquidity management. Do you see that as a problem, and what could be solutions to create those kind of instruments that the Islamic Bank can better match their balance sheets?
I mean, obviously commodity murabaha is one of the main liquidity tools used today in the industry. There is some criticism from some quarters about whether this is an appropriate instrument. So I think that there is quite a strong interest to come up with some alternatives which are more in line with the spirit of Sharia. But all of these solutions come with a price, because you need to make a pool of assets to support such a liquidity program. So I think the industry needs to come up with a solution, but also the industry needs to accept that there's going to be a cost associated with it.
And the industry has also been overweight on real estate products, particularly in the Gulf region, which has caused some trouble with some institutions recently. Again, what's the way out? Which products could the industry develop to have a more stable revenue base, in particular in the fund side of things?
Well, I think in the bull market, buying real estate and private equity and public equity was a sure winner. These are Islamic underlying. The markets were very strong, so it was inevitable that a lot of investment was put into those asset classes. We're seeing the exact opposite today, where investors are far more interested about wealth preservation than they are about wealth accumulation, and for that reason I'm very bullish on the demand for highly rated instruments that are going to be able to support traditional funds like money market funds. But eventually I think we've got to find the middle ground, somewhere between equity risk and guaranteed risk. And that's the challenge for the industry, to come up with a new set of products that perhaps don't exist today in the conventional space.
All right. Thank you very much, Simon.
It's my pleasure. I hope it contributes towards the development of the industry.
That was Simon Edel, Head of Islamic Banking at Credit Agricole Corporate Investment Banking, at the 2010 Reuters Islamic Banking and Finance Summit in Bahrain. I'm Credit Agricole. Thank you very much for joining us.